Hello, I'm just hanging out. I wish I had alcohol. Ooh, can I get alcohol delivered? Let me see. I got nothing to do anymore, so I'm gonna save money. See, if I were just living by myself without a family, just living single, I don't spend that much. You know, I could live on like 28,000 a year. And when you're doing something that makes you happy, like when I was working for major production companies, the only reason why I don't always say Hollywood movies is because I wasn't working in Hollywood, but I was working for Hollywood productions located in New York City. You know, nothing below A movies. So when you're doing stuff like that, when you're on Hollywood extra, Hollywood SAG extra, you don't really think about making money, you know. Even if you don't make that much, you don't think about it because you're happy. So you don't even spend that much money because people spend money when they're not happy. It compensates for their not being happy. So now I gotta spend money to make myself happy like everybody else because I'm not working as a Hollywood extra anymore. But I'm figuring out how to spend less money, and it goes hand in hand with my healing as well. The more I heal, the less money I'm gonna spend, and that's just common sense. One day I'm gonna be completely standalone, meaning like I'll be completely isolated. I will not wanna deal with anything that's higher than a cat. Like I wouldn't wanna deal with humans. Animals are always welcome. Insects have to talk to me before they enter my property, you know, because they scare the crap out of me sometimes. And I think some of them don't mean to scare the crap out of me, just, they don't know any better. So I treat them as you would treat a stupid human being. That's how I treat insects. He hates stupid human beings. Well, let's say I love cockroaches better than stupid human beings because cockroaches are already cockroaches. That stupid, evil human that, just screwed up. What was I saying? Well, things are gonna be really, really interesting once I heal. That's why I'm being attacked all the time now. Oh yeah, meme. I'm gonna display a meme. Uh, who would have thought that this was gonna be a digital thing? I didn't even know this. If I heal in this video, then I'm gonna feel really sorry for you. I'm gonna feel really, really sorry for evil, stupid humans. Violent, evil humans. Like they would use guns when nobody's attacking them, It's one thing to protect yourself, when somebody's intruding your property. It's another thing to pull a gun on somebody who's disrespecting. So that's my definition of an evil human being. I'm gonna get rid of all of them. Yeah. And when I'm done with this, when humans look at guns, they're not gonna be afraid anymore. That's what I'm going for. Nothing less than that. I'm gonna make little toys out of guns. Stupid guns. I'm gonna have like a discussion with guns and weapons one day. Make sure that if an evil person uses a gun, it'll literally backfire on them. You know, it's gonna happen. That's what I'm going for. And these are some of the things that I'm gonna be focusing on, especially after I heal. I'm gonna get rid of everything that's evil. I'm gonna get rid of every motherfucking evil thing on the fucking planet. I'm gonna get rid of every single fucking evil, violent, you know, people who shoot other humans when they're not even doing anything to you, you know? It's one thing to protect yourself. Once again, I want that distinction between protecting your property, like somebody's in your house, shoot them, shoot them. Somebody's, some stranger is in your house without your permission at 2 a.m., shoot them, shoot them. I mean, do you need approval? Do you need an approval for that? So, I'm gonna get rid of people who intrude other people's houses and people who physically lay their hands on other people. Whether it be weapons, knives, guns, I'm gonna get rid of every single one of them. I will get rid of unless you're, you know, and you can't lie to God saying that, oh, it was self-defense when it wasn't self-defense. It's one thing when it's really self-defense. It's a complete opposite thing when it's not self-defense. And I'm talking about that which is not self-defense at all. Fucking pure evil. I just, there's an X article about a mother shooting her son with a shotgun to death. That's an example of an evil person. I'm gonna get rid of every single evil person and their weapons. So only good people and their weapons are gonna survive. So, anyway, sorry for ranting. That's my 2 cents. And if anybody wants some, Hare Krishna, I'm, be careful. Jesus wants half of you gone. Half. And who do you think you're listening to right now? Jesus doesn't know me. Do you know the difference between Satan and Satan? If you don't know and you're judging me, you're a stupid, evil, fucking piece of shit human being, and I'm gonna get rid of half of you as Jesus wanted, non-verbally, just with Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Because if I just say it just right, I could get rid of half the population. Yeah, I don't know if there were like some gang members standing outside my, place today. The whole neighborhood is freaked out because of my Hare Krishna. They're starting to see that I'm not human. When will they figure out that I'm Satan? See, I let you guys know that I'm Satan, but nobody in the real world is aware, unless they're aware, which is 5% of the population in New York City. Yeah, I'm serious. Like, if any evil person wanna challenge me, Hare Krishna, I don't know what to tell you. Because, I'm here to get rid of everything that's considered evil. Everything evil, not just, I'm not gonna leave that murderer, alone. I'm gonna make sure that he's gone. When I say Hare Krishna, I just have to say just right. Hare Krishna. No. It's, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And this is not my first time getting rid of evil people with Hare Krishna. So, if you're an evil human being, and I hope humans know what an evil human being is. An evil human being is not somebody who's protecting their own house when an intruders, in their house at like 1 a.m., a total stranger in your house at 1 a.m. Satan says, shoot him dead. In the name of King Yah-Usha, if it makes you feel better, in the name of Jesus, die, motherfucker. Why are you in my fucking house at 2 a.m., you fucking intruder? So I hope that helps, good people. You're not helping. You're just making us all scared. Sorry, I'm Satan. I'll make everybody scared. Hare Krishna. See, if I were in the middle of nowhere, like some hermits who could just actually say Hare Krishna, they're in the Himalayas, like they're in the middle of nowhere, so nobody really hears what they're saying. But if you put that person in the city and he goes Hare Krishna, just imagine what's gonna happen. You're surrounded by like say 200 people in one location, so many people on 42nd Street, and you're just saying Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Sooner or later, you're gonna be all by yourself on 42nd Street. So, I don't know when this is, but what's gonna happen spiritually is it's the whole thing's gonna flip. So good people are gonna be chasing after bad people, because up until now, bad people have been chasing after good people. So when it's gonna come around, and when that happens, everything else I'm saying right now will make sense to you. If it doesn't make sense now, you're still living in fear. Either that or you're an evil motherfucker. People are either trapped or they're evil. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Just imagine, like, if I'm surrounded by, like, 100 gang members, and they're all about to, shoot me dead, and I just go Hare Krishna. What do you think is gonna happen? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, because at that point, they all realize that what they are doing now, they'll have to pay back. They'll know when they hear Hare Krishna. That literally it translates into, you motherfuckers are not only gonna perish, but you will perish over and over and over and over and over until you don't exist anymore. Do you really want that? This one soul was saying Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And not only you, but your entire effing people with your DNA, evil genes. If there's God gene, there must be. What if I told you, you humans have lost your minds, not just in this lifetime, but starting from 2,500 years ago? Oh, I wasn't around that. Yeah, keep saying that. And my point is, you have no idea how far you've fallen, nor do some of you care. And some of you are you're slaves to evil people whom I'm trying to get rid of. Non-violent. I keep saying that, Hare Krishna, my weapon. This is my weapon. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna. That's how you get rid of evil people. Not with fists, not with guns, but with words and feelings, the right pronunciation, and your trust or faith in God. How about love? That's when you are really advanced. You go, Hare Krishna, I love you, so please that you fucking motherfucker. Hare Krishna. Alright, I killed him like 2%. I gotta keep saying it maybe 20 more times and maybe he'll drop dead. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And if you're a good person listening to it, exact opposite happens. What's the exact opposite of evil? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. The thing about the mantra is the more I'm surrounded by, like, say, human soul, the more Hare Krishna becomes resonated. So, like, a fireball could come down from the sky and consume them. Oh, not because of me, but because they were there. Because if they weren't there, nothing would happen, but because they were there, you know. Because the human soul reacts to Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna more than anything else. They're the most sensitive to the phrase, to the mantra. Hare Krishna, this is half the mantra. Hare Krishna. You're not saying Hare Rama, you're just saying Hare Krishna. You're not just saying Krishna. Krishna by itself has no power. When you say Hare, Hare literally means energy or power. Hare or God. Or it's the Hari. Hari is a name for God. Hari. So Hare is an adjective word for God. So it's godly or invincible or powerful. So you're giving something you're giving a God quality to the word Krishna, because the word Krishna by itself just means black or dark. So when you say holy Krishna or Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, so when you say Hare and then Krishna, the word Krishna becomes more powerful by at least 20 times. If you like, provided that you're saying it the right way, at least at like 50 times sounds better. It's that effective when you say Hare Krishna as opposed to just saying Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And once again, Hare is the adjective word of God. So you could say godly. I just don't like saying it that way. Godly, black. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna. The black of God. That's a better translation. The black of God. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So that's what I would use as the literal translation of the half mantra called Hare Krishna. It means the black of God. God of black. No, because Hare is the adjective of God. The black of God. The black of God. Do you want to know how dark God could get? That kind of thing. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So it's not just any evil, it's godly evil. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. It's not just any wrath, it's God's wrath. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. That's why I don't need guns. I don't need to be violent because the word, it destroys everything evil. Nobody listens to me when I say it, and they're gonna regret not listening to me 10 years from now. Mark my words, it's 2025 now. I'm saying that the word, the mantra or half mantra, Hare Krishna, will get rid of everything evil. And nobody's listening to me. Well, I'm non-violent. They go, okay. So as long as you're non-violent, do whatever you want. Okay, I'll do whatever I want non-violently. What Hare Krishna is just solely with that half mantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Yeah, see what will happen to the entire world 10 years from now. Just from me saying Hare Krishna. Don't tell me I didn't warn you. I warned you in this video. What are you gonna do? I hope nothing though. You're not allowed to use your mouth anymore. Sanskrit is forbidden in America. No, imagine that. Sanskrit gets forbidden in some countries. That would be a horrible thing. That country might cease to exist the next day. Not only are they, not only do they not believe in God, they're actually against God. It's one thing, not to believe in God because of lack of faith. Oh, I don't believe it. I can't believe it. But it's another thing to actually go, let's get rid of Sanskrit. That's too close to home. And once again, Shabbat Shalom. I don't think I said it in this video. I'll be back. And I'm gonna see if I could get alcohol. Rub up, activate. And by the way, if this world is fake, um, oh boy. It's not fake. Thank you. There's just been too many lies. Lies on top of lie on top of those lies. It's like layers of lies. Artsy almost. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. What happens to the soul that actually heard, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna? It's one thing to hear it like digitally. I mean, you still get 33% of it, of the real thing. But in real life, when you hear Hare Krishna, and not just like say you heard it 3 times on the same spot, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. That was pretty bad. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. What happens to that soul in real life? Do you want to know the truth? It's called a time bomb. When they hear the word Hare Krishna, and especially if they heard it 3 times, because that's a confirmation thing. It's like a second time is a confirmation. Third time is like, oh fuck, that kind of thing. Hare Krishna. When you just say it once, they might try to confuse themselves. They might try to hallucinate that they didn't hear it. But when they hear it 3 times, there's no escape. So the soul goes, oh shit. Hare Krishna. So what happens to the soul when they hear this? It's called a time bomb. That's the truth. So if a person is good, then the time bomb starts and he becomes, just an example, it could be many different ways, innumerably many different blessings. Just one way, he becomes a millionaire. Time bomb. And if the person's fucking bad, say, is out there shooting a total stranger or burning a total random stranger with fire and using brutal force, basically being barbaric. The time bomb starts. And it keeps ticking. And on just an example, there could be innumerable ways of God paying back. One of the ways is that not only is he gonna perish by either a car accident or another human being, you know, killing them. Oh, not me. I just say Hare Krishna. If that gives a command to a demon to do their evil deed, then as my only contribution was that I said Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna. Imagine a country banning that mantra. That's the day when that country will become just like what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. The government decides that you can't say Hare Krishna. Why? Because it's killing evil people. Hare Krishna, Jesus wants half. One will be taken, the other left. Where, Lord? Where the sun don't shine. Taken to where? Why are they being taken? Where the vultures are. The vultures love dead bodies to eat for food. The ones that are taken will be vulture food. Right, if you didn't know that until now, then yeah, I'm aware how, how not intelligent, not typical human being is. It's kind of sad at this point. I can't even feel bad anymore because it's too sad. Yeah, I'm sorry you're not intelligent. You can't even say, I try to teach a human being say that, and they try to ridicule you instead. That's how you know a typical human being is. They try to ridicule you for everything that you do miraculously. You save a human life, but an evil fucking human being goes, "Oh, that was lucky. You were just lucky. You saved his life by pure luck." That fucking human being. Like who wants that human being in this society? I mean, I don't want to be here, but apparently some people want me to be here. Why? Because when I say Hare Krishna, it gets rid of people that are hurting them. The evil motherfuckers that are hurting other innocent humans. How do you get rid of them? By saying Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. They have no choice but to move in. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Because at that point, they got to think to themselves, like, the price to pay for harming this individual that says Hare Krishna is not only the attacker's life, but his entire effing nation. I'm not kidding. I'm half kidding. I'm only half kidding. You don't know the power of Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. I tell people this is the real Bruce Lee shit. You wanna know the real Bruce Lee shit that really works in this reality, this world? It's called Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. It's better than Kung Fu. Like when you become a master of Kung Fu, you don't even use your arm at that point. You just say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. That's the real Bruce Lee shit. Like what I'm doing now is like the master level of the Bruce Lee shit. Hare Krishna. And the funny thing is, I say that to people in real life, like, how come you look so scared? Like, don't be so scared. This is like Bruce, like top-notch Bruce Lee shit. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Sometimes they actually went away from me. I mean, I told them I'm Satan and nobody listened. And then I said, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Poof, they dropped dead one day. What was the cause? The nerves that were connected to the heart got severed from the brain, like the central brain area. How did it get severed? The nerves snatched when they heard Hare Krishna. And the funny thing is, they don't even have to hear it. They could be in, say, in another state. But if I say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, they'll actually feel it. And if they're hallucinating enough, they might actually hear it at the same time that I'm saying Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, and say like I'm in the USA and they're in France, they will hear it. When I say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. But you people are only hearing this digitally, so I don't know what it means. So it means, according to science, you're getting 33% of it, visually and auditorily. You're connecting, the person that's speaking to the words that you're hearing. So it adds to the realism. That's my point. So visual adds 33%, auditory adds 33%. So it's like a mix of 33 to 33%. Doesn't equal 66 because you have a 33% of the visual. What do you call it? Cortex or something, and then the 33% auditory cortex. So you're getting 33% from the visual and the 33% from the auditory hearing. So it's not just 66%, it's just 33% auditory and 33% visual. So if I could really, really focus and say, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, maybe that 33% can be used more effectively if I concentrate. But exciting times are coming. Once I heal, I'm gonna fix a lot of things for good. Once I heal, I'll make a utopia out of the earth, one way or another. There's no escape. Now, don't. Your unconscious knows not only what I am, but who the fuck I am. I am Satan, the one and only. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Did you know that I could say this even if I'm dead? Sorry. I disappointed you. I mean, most of you will be gone one way or another within the next 100 years. I could stick it out. It's not a big deal. And the ones that get to stay, the ones that get to stay, they are special ones. And the ones that gets to be born as humans afterwards, I'm talking like maybe 20 years from now. The ones that get to be born after 20 years from now, they're gonna be living in heaven on earth, practically. And it's possible because in order to create you know, a utopia, a utopian society, you need to first get rid of the society's evil. And you give evil humans the choices of repenting or dying in their sins. Some do repent, but many don't. Most don't. Most don't. Some do. A few do. Most don't. Yeah, there's always gonna be someone who's gonna repent. That's like a given in most cases. Because I have a pretty long time limit. If they're an atrocious criminal, then let's say God is looking for him, and then every year is the word Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna 3 times or more, and his days are automatically numbered. He might even be able to visualize it himself. Oh, my flesh before his eyes has 28 days. Oh, like atrocious criminals. He's only got 28 days to live. After years, the mantra, half mantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And the number flashes before his eyes. That's how real judgment works, folks. And that's for, somebody who's really evil. And if you're a good individual, the exact opposite of what I just said happens. I just don't want to get into it because there's so much evil. How do you celebrate when there's so much evil? Yeah. No alcohol for me tonight. It must be a sign from God. You know how you know something's a sign from God? You put certain effort into something, and see if it works. When it doesn't work, you try a little harder. It still doesn't work. You push a little harder. It still doesn't work, and then you get tired of it, and then that's the sweet spot, sort of. You want to quit. Okay, I tried. I'm giving. This is not for me. Not at least not now. So I'm walking away. That's how I walk away from things. Not just suddenly, but it's like, okay, I'm gonna try a little more, a little more. All right, I got a clear sign. I'm gone. Some people say like, oh, I'll give people 3 chances. No, I don't go with numbers. Because you have to be kinesthetic about certain things, especially making decisions. You have to measure every feeling. You have to measure every consequence. I learned this the hard way, so yeah. It's not easy being Satan on the earth. At least not now. First of all, I'm recovering from a fatal injury, as Satan should. You won't be just Satan if it's just like um if somebody was yelling at my house. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna. So I thought that intruder was a human toy. Anyway. Would it be weird if I stepped away from my live stream to get alcohol? Because the deli's right around the corner. Would not take more than 10 minutes. 10 minutes is a long time to be gone. It used to be so that you could order alcohol online. Now you can't for some reason. Order alcohol. I'm actually gonna search for order alcohol. Instacart. I could get it, just gotta spend more money. So now it's the matter of, is it worth my money? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. What is that word I'm hearing? that's coming out of your mouth, you haven't heard it for at least 500 years. So sit down. If anybody objects to anything I do, all I gotta say is Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Okay. See, when you're buying alcohol, it's the best to buy wine. If you're like me, I'm not gonna generalize people actually. For me, I try to go for wine because wine's made from grapes, and humans need more fruits now than ever. So whatever has fruit or fruits in it, choose that one if you're like me. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I thought I was wondering if it was strangers. No, it's Friday. Everybody's having fun. I'm in my own little world. I'm not really friendly with humans. Why are you not friendly with humans? Because I'm recovering from a fatal injury. I'm really not friendly to anything at the moment. So yeah, it should change. Oh, that's good news. Yes. I mean, it's really your tolerance when you're suffering from like say like a stage 4 cancer. Your tolerance level may get like decreased in some cases drastically. You know, once what was pleasant is no longer pleasant anymore. Times 5,000. You know, that's what I'm dealing with. You know, here's the thing. So if this world was an unfair world, like um, looking at life from a meta perspective, though this reality would not exist. Everything has to be operated by the machineries of Kaima. Kaima is the basis for life. You know, when there's cause, effect, action, reaction. But here's my point, my thing from Hasi-in's point of view. Is one day all these humans are gonna be gone. And they won't even know who they were. You know, forget about everything about who they were. You know? And the person that answers to the humans that are all gone, you know, the creator of these humans that are gone, he won't remember about any of his creations at that point. I'm saying this as Ha Satan. If it doesn't make sense to you, then you're probably not Jewish. human beings, like, they're getting away. No, I'm not talking about good human beings. I know everybody's a sinner, but there are. I mean, if you don't know what I'm talking about certain things about humans, live in New York City for 20 years and then talk to me. I mean, I dare say that humans are doing what they're doing because they know that they're not gonna be around. Like, from Satan's perspective, they're getting away. No, I need a counter argument because I don't think my way of thinking is right, even as Satan, that humans are getting away. If humans were truly getting away, then this world would not have existed. Well, there is, but the creator that created these humans, when everything is finished, he will not remember any of his creation's deeds. There's nobody to really cast a blame on. Sorry, that's like typical mortal power Satan. What do I put the blame right now? Who do I judge? Where do I judge? What do you mean? Where do you judge? Like, have you seen a place like Sodom and Gomorrah? Do humans like barbecues? Satan does not like Sodom and Gomorrah very much. So that's Satan's argument or objection. Satan's objection, and it's a playful objection. I already know that I'm thinking the wrong way. So, Satan doesn't really like humans that much. Well, when humans hear the word Satan, granted, I'm called Satan. When they hear the word Satan, does 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 that make you think of cute little kittens? I can't even say those phrases. No, it doesn't. Satan and cute little kittens. You can't even put them in the same sentence without making some weird, you know, verbal gestures. Satan is just like a cute little kitten. Humans have satanized Satan, demonized the Satan, and they're trying to satanize demons. If you're a Satanist, you might go, "Oh, he's onto something. That fake Satanist is onto something." The problem with the world is that the demons are trying to be more satanic. So the counter argument to that, what I just said, which is, humans are getting away with evil shit. That's the argument of Satan. It's not fair. Evil humans are getting away with their evil shit, and that's it's a playful objection because I already know the objection is wrong in itself. But what is the counter argument to that? I gotta think about it. Oh, see, it comes back to this whole thing again, which is I'll say it as precisely as I can. There's an element to this world which is not real. It does not make the world fake. But there is an element in this world which is not real. It's bullshit. And when I found that, that was my judgment of the world. Because I'll tell you from Satan's point of view, none of you are real. The only thing that's real is people who are physically surrounding me. Like, say, in other words, people in my vicinity. They're the only thing that are real. Are the rest made up? No. But there's an element to the rest of the world which sort of tries to make it as if they're not real. Like, say, for example, if there's a Sodom and Gomorrah somewhere, and if people from that country, if 2 or 3 people from that country heard this mantra, and with the modern technology, they could watch my YouTube. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Then the country that is like Sodom and Gomorrah might suffer, like, at least, like, say, like 1% of what Sodom and Gomorrah went through. Which makes it not as real. I just destroyed a country by saying Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. I just damaged it. I shouldn't say destroy. It's prideful Satan. It really likes his job, destroying evil nations. Not destroying, damage evil nations. If I could, damage an evil nation by just saying Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, then how real really is that country? It's almost as if I destroyed an idea and it's actually physically present somewhere. And if that what I just said sounds like the truth, like touching the truth, then it's a sad, sad world. It's a sad, sad, sad world. And what was the problem with a sad world? A sad world is where women are the least happy, and that's so when you deal with women, sometimes my whole mode of operation changes. It's like, oh, if I'm feeling like, ugly, then that pretty thinkable woman must feel like she's a garbage can, that kind of thing. I must affirm myself that I was a Hollywood extra. just had a fatal injury, so I am badly disfigured, and even my voice is not my voice. You know, in a sad world, the women suffer the most. I think that's why some women will just rather go with evil men. Like, fuck this shit. I'll just go with power. That evil guy, was just done in 23 innocent humans. I'll go with him. Not always. My question is it because of the times or is it because of the genes or personality, soul? Is it the soul or is it the culture? What's the correlation between a culture and good and evil? Or is that a taboo subject? Satan! Too bad for me. Not only is he trying to get rid of his subscribers, he's making sure they don't come back. It's too powerful, man. It's like not even one. Not just one. He's got two. It's like, all right, I'll see you in next life. That's a mark of the beast, y'all. I'll say it again. The Baphomet star is the mark of the beast, y'all. Y'all. Sorry, I'm not from the South. I'm practicing y'all. Because apparently, y'all is coming back. I never saw that coming. Oh, y'all never went away. You're not from New York City, are you? Sorry. Like, New York sucks. I know. It used to be this. If you make it in New York, you make it everywhere in New York. But that was a long time ago. My suggestion to me, Mayor Adams. Is it Major Adams? No, Mayor. Major Adams. There's no major in New York City. How many majors? What did you major in Columbia University? I went to Stony Brook, not Columbia. My suggestion for Mayor Adams and getting rid of Mets is city cats. City cats. City cats. Does the city need to be safer to have like these city cats? What do you mean city cats? I don't know. Having public cat houses, cat water supplies, and select areas for cat food. So only cats know how to find the area for their supply. So basically, you're using them as soldiers. You're supplying them with everything and providing them safety as much as you could think of. Like I can't think of what a cat would need in the city to survive safely. But you provide the city this deployed, you deploy these cats. I call them city cats. Yeah, you deploy these cats in the city, and then you make sure you feed them and house them, and then you won't even have to. You probably don't even need to feed them if there's so many rats. So you'll save on food. Just make sure they're warm. Make sure they know that there are stations that only cats are allowed in. Some cats are highly trainable, and I think cats could train each other once they figure it out. And once one cat knows what's good, then all the other cats know. If a cat knows there's a safe area or it's warm, then all the other cats might know. And if there are rats coming into that cat house, they'll eat them. Like, might be a simple solution, and that might be a simple solution. Or I might be just really effing high right now and providing you, a fake solution. But I think it might work. Deploy city cats. Use cats as soldiers. Use the army model for these cats. And run the program for 6 months and see if there's any difference. Yeah, once the rats are gone, I think the city will be cleaner spiritually. Like, certain animals are really fascinated by different energies. Crows are really fascinated by the energy it's related to death. So some people, just before they die, they'll have a group of crows. I don't know what they're called. A group of crows is called. Just gawking, around the person. Or sometimes maybe all night long. Because crows are fascinated by the energies of death. Because I think they could see the energy coming from from times ahead. They could sense it approaching, because the energy of death is not just any energy. It's it's it make it it's a type of energy that makes even crows fascinated. So yeah, crows are really really fascinated by the energies of death. Why am I telling you all this? So when I was suffering, like really, really, and sometimes they don't anymore as much as they used. When I used to really, really felt like I was gonna die from my injury, there were always crows, lots and lots of crows sometimes. Crows following you and gawking, like literally mocking, as if they're saying, yelling, this person's gonna die. This person is already marked for death. This person is death. This is death walking around. This person will die. It happened for like at least 2 to 3 years, or maybe longer. 4 years, I'll say. So, and then I figured out, like, crows are, and it's not the same crow. It's a different. Wherever I go, there was a crow or a group of crows following me around, gawking, not just following you, just saying, What's the sound crows make? I don't remember. See, I stopped hearing them. The more I healed, the more they went away from me. And I think there's a video of me. It's really gonna be hard to find. Once I heal, hopefully, yeah, the government could analyze all my videos and cut off all the nose picking parts and put together just the meat of the meat. I'm a vegetarian. The vegan meat of the parts and vegan meat. I can't believe what I just said. All right. So if God, you're out there, first I acknowledge that I am Satan. I work for you, God. So if you're really out there, God, and hopefully there will be 2 or more people watching this as time goes on, listening to what I'm saying, hopefully. If you're really out there, God, because I acknowledge that I am not God, I am Satan. I work for God in opposition to humans, opposing humans, but for God. You know, if you're God, please do not confuse that. And you shouldn't because you're God. So with that being said, God, if you're really out there, today is what is known as Pi Day. And it's supposed to be a special day. And Satan thought that maybe it's a day to be healed fully, and or maybe 90% healed or more. Would you please grant that wish of mine, dear God? I acknowledge that there is a God, and He is not me. So, can you help me out, please? I ask you in your Son, King Yah-Usha. And God, if you didn't know who that is, that's Jesus' real name, God. I ask in His name. So be it, please. āmēn. Namaste. And if this prayer was not perfect, please overlook my error. Do I need to pluralize error? Errors. You are God. You can forgive. Because I am not God. So you have to be God. God. Stop pretending you're not God. I am not God. You are God. I am Satan. I work for you, God. So, do you remember what I just asked you? Dear God, try not to forget. Just because I'm lower than humans, just because I'm of Satan, doesn't mean of. Otherwise, I would have been called Wu Satan. He's Wu Satan. Sounds Chinese. Satan just made all the racists laugh, just like that. Anyway, Wu Satan, of Satan. I am Satan. Do you even get acknowledged by the Jews when you do? No, I don't get acknowledged by them. It makes me sad. I know it hurts like a punch to the gut, but what are you gonna do? I've been punched worse. But yeah, it feels like a punch to the gut when they, reject me. And not all of them, but when they do, it's like a punch to the gut. And what are you gonna do? I've been punched worse. That's my defense. That's how Houdini died, I read. Houdini died because at one point he probably thought that he was invincible. So he looked at this college kid who's probably up to no good. And he asked him, "Hey, pal, you look like I could use you. I'm Houdini. I want you to punch me in the gut as hard as you can." Like, look, I'm not lying to you, by the way. If you're listening to me, you can look it up. Look up how Houdini died. He asked the college student to punch him in the gut as hard as he can. And my immediate thought was that, well, first of all, it's Gaimao. Because of the punch, something happened. Something really, he died from it. He didn't die right away. He died eventually from it because it ruptured his infected appendix. He already had appendicitis, and when he punched him, it burst. I believe. But just the fact that it punched him tells me that the college kid is not a very good kid. Think about it. Can humans make logic? Do you know what logic is, human? Did what I just say make sense to you? If it does, then welcome to the team, or we're on the same side. If it doesn't make sense to you, all I'm gonna say is Hare Krishna, and say that I have to say it 3 times. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. There is a God, and it is. I am Ha Satan. Okay, so once again, dear God, I ask you, since it's Pi Day, to heal me at least 90% tonight before the sun rises tomorrow. So when the sun rises tomorrow, I will have been healed by 90% at least. Higher the better, but you know that. Well, you don't sound so trustworthy of God, Satan. I don't. It just hurts so much. I'm just squirming in pain. I'm here to meme that says, well, why do humans talk? Because they want to lie. That's such a Satan thing to say. Why do humans talk? Because they want to lie. They want to. So, dear God, if you're really out there in this world, the God that is not me, and I'm just Satan working for you, God, please heal me at least 90% by tomorrow morning as the sun rises. I ask you once again, in your son, King Yah-Usha's name, and once again, God, if you didn't know who that is, that's your son, Jesus' real name. Yah-Usha. The Jews have kept that hidden from Goyim because otherwise they would have defiled his holy name. Yah-Usha, because it sounded too cool for goyim to know. Not all, some goyim, most goyim, almost all goyim. You wanna know a secret about Yah-Usha? I'll tell you one principal secret of Yah-Usha, and if you didn't know who that is, that's your savior, Jesus. It's his real name, kept hidden until now. I'm telling you what it sounds like. Once again, it's Yah-Usha. Yah-Usha. The principal secret of Yah-Usha is that he's cooler than Eminem. Satan just dissed Eminem. Satan says, do you know anything about Yah-Usha? Is it harmful to your idol Eminem if I said Yah-Usha is greater than Eminem? Human. He just called me human. Only human. The elites call humans little people. Why the term little? Well, I'll just call them humans. I can't call them little humans. Not me, says Satan. You're just humans. Calling them humans suffices for me. The H word. I hope they don't ban it. The H word gets banned in the US. Not anymore because Trump is president now. If Biden were still president, I think the H word would have gotten, banned at some point for sure. You can't say human anymore. Fuck. You said the H word, it's a 200 fine, sir, and we're not humans. Don't say the H word. What are we allowed to call ourselves? We are non-existent. And don't say that either. Non-existent. Oh, you said it. Just shut up. Oh, so your whole point is you don't want anybody to talk anything. How about if I say meow, meow, meow? I mean, what does that make you feel, human? Meow, meow. And they think for a while. And they come back with, you can't say it. And then I go, ha 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 ha, you failed the test, you human. I was just testing you to see if you would accept it or not. I already had in mind you know, how I would judge you based on your answer, and you failed. What? I'll tell you how you failed, human. A meow is what is known in NLP or neuro linguistic programming or hypnosis. It's known what is known as, well, I can't think of the technical term right now. It would have been really fancy if I thought of it. But it sidetracks. It veers the listener away from the subject. Meow. And so when I asked, do you accept a mundane, something that's mundane or not? So the word itself is neutral. You're presenting that something neutral. Meow. And see if they would accept it or not. Because you had no intention whatsoever other than to test the fact that if they mean well or not. You know, and I used the word meow to test it. And the human says they reject, you can't say that word anymore at some point, then they're from my logic, the motherfucker's so fucking evil. You know? Does that make sense? I'll connect the dots a little more. So if he accepted it, that means, oh, so he has an agenda, but it's got nothing to do with me. He just has, you know, he has an objective. And I just confused it with something else. I thought it was directed at me. I find out, no. You know, you throw something neutral and he reacts neutrally. Yeah, you could say meow. That's not my problem. That's not the issue here. And that's a normal person. But if the person says, how about if you say, you know, if you just don't say anything? Then I go, you are an evil motherfucker that should be off the face of the planet. Let me just say, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Are you gone yet? Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'll get you because I do this, you know, 6 hours a day. Every day. Just kidding. Just 2 to 3 hours a day. Not 6 hours. 6 hours is a lot. Are you kidding me? Yeah, there are ways to figure out if the person mean well or not, you know. Sometimes the good person gives you clues. You know, I've acknowledged the clues. Because sometimes they're nice enough to tell you, hey, I'm gonna shit on you later. Is that okay with you? I go, I can't imagine you shitting on me. But thanks for telling me, I guess. And then, you know, 6 years later, I go, oh shit. And then she goes, I told you. I'm making a meme right now. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna. You wanna know a secret? I don't know if I should tell this. Evil people respond to Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna 1,000 times more than just an average person. They're really sensitive to the vibration of Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I'm telling you, if you're an evil person, like a really evil person, they're so sensitive to the vibration of Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And that's just the truth. You can't handle the truth. I wanted to get paid when I would have said that on the screen. If it's a dream now, it doesn't matter what I say. Everything is a dream eventually. Yeah. Would you rather take a 2-week vacation or 2-year vacation? Time doesn't matter to you? Fucking A. I'm making a meme. I'm trolling, actually. I can't show it. Yeah, I can't show it. If you want to see it, it should be on x.com in the next 5 minutes. I'm just trolling. Meme trolling. On my YouTube channel page, it says, I'm also a meme lord. And it mentioned that I troll with memes also. A lot. Trolling the this is funny. I made it, but I think it's funny. I got no life, so yeah, I have to praise myself. but it's still funny, I think. If you want to see my meme, I'll repost it. It should be on x.com. If you don't know the link, it should be on my YouTube channel. It's the second link. I mean, it should be obvious enough. The first link is to my IMDb page, which is practically, which have been inactive for the last 6 years. 6 years now. Time does fly a little. Time does fly a little more than I thought. Time does fly better than I thought. Look at it go. Who's this? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I feel like a watchdog now. Oh, what am I a watchdog for? I don't know. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Unsuspecting viewers. Like, what is this? I'll just click Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Holy crap. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I wanted to go out today, but that was not what God had in mind. What is God? God is time. Time is God. God is time. Time is God. There's no other God than time. Time beats everything, including the God that called himself God. Where is he now? He's gone. Time beat him. Time is God. God is time. There's no other God than time. Time is God. Time, if anything is still alive now, one day time will conquer that God. Time is God. God is time. Have I said enough? Have I proven my point? If I'm not making a point, maybe that's why I'm saying it over and over. It's just the truth. Time is God and God is time. Time is God. Even let's pretend that there's a God that existed, you know, in a matter of time, that God will cease to exist. And somebody says, no, what's the cap? In 126 trillion years, that thing of a God will be gone. Or that holy God of a God will be gone. So therefore, God is time. Time is God. That's one reason why you can't hide anything from God. If it happened in time, did it happen in time? Time is God. What happened in time? God is time. Does that answer anybody's question? I don't know. If anybody's interested, if somebody wants to turn from being an atheist to, oh, I don't believe in God, I don't know where to start. Here's something to start. Time is, God is time. Time is God. And go from there. Nothing beats time. Tell me one thing that beats time. Tell me one. The one thing that said that'll beat time is no longer here. And that's not just happened once. Well, I'm gonna beat time. I'm gonna beat time. That being is no. If you read about that being said, I'm gonna beat time in literature, they're gone. Time beat them, but time beat them to extinction. Time doesn't just make you die. Time makes you go extinct in time. Time is ruthless. So it takes its time slowly. It'll wait 126 trillion years for a thing that calls itself God to die. And then that poof, no more God. Time still keeps on. And another one of these gods. You have to deal with, time has to deal with that God. There's three principal gods. They're all just one God. pretending that there are three different gods. That's one of the secrets of Sanatana Dharma. Is you act. When you're doing all this ritual, you're acting. And if any god is around, that's gonna, you know, that's pretending that god is gonna be around forever and ever and ever. Guess what? I shouldn't say motherfucker because we're talking about God, right? That God will be gone in time. Hundreds of trillions of years, time will conquer that God. I mean, before the time conquers that God, another God would have to deal with time, and it's a pattern, cycle, whatever. It's supposed to look pretty. Life is supposed to look pretty. Says, Satan. Once again, Satan says, life is supposed to be pretty. Satan just does all the people who are not pretty. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. How about if I say anybody who could say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, at least just 3 times, is whom I consider pretty. If you can say it. So, you can't just make me say, you have to pay me. Okay, I hope not that much. I'm poor. If I weren't poor, I wouldn't be here. I mean, thank God I have some, some, what would you call this skill? Streaming skills. Otherwise, the entire thing would look crappy. Which leads me to another thing. I'm so lucky that I could make memes. You see, this thing right there. I made it. Because without memes, live streaming for nothing, it could be really, really hard. You have to do a lot of physical labor and stuff. But because I could make memes, I could pretend that I'm not even here because there's a meme right there. I'm too lazy to change it, and it looks still nice. Once it starts looks kind of funny, then funky, then I'll change it. Still looks cool. If Yah-Usha says it's cool, then it's cool. And I don't mean cool as in it's okay. I mean cool as in fashionably steezy. I don't know. Yeah, cool as in steezy. Yeah. If Yao-Shan says this is cool, then I say āmēn. Yo, it's steezy. It says Yao-Shan. Jesus wouldn't say that, you stupid Satan, devil. Well, I am not stupid, first off. You forgot, Satan. I used to be just Satan. I repented. Yeah. Something most humans don't know how to do. And I am not lying to you. You think Jesus is some, someone like a bank accountant with no personality? You're badly mistaken. Most people. That's the weirdest part too. A lot of Christians think that Jesus is like somebody who's like a nice bank accountant person. No, he is somebody who would actually say steez. Yo, that's steezy. No, that's steezy as fuck. That's Yah-Usha. I don't talk that way. I can't even say steezy without pretending someone else said it. For tomorrow, I think all I'm gonna do is go to my synagogue and then just stay in the whole day until the Sabbath is over. Yeah. I might just stream all day long. Alright, I'll switch the meme. Which should I can? Okay, here's an older meme, but maybe it don't look too bad because I'm live streaming. I don't know. See how you guys like that. That's the truth. That's the real truth, is that time is God. God is what is known as time. And then there's everything else. God is time. God is beginningless and endless. And time is beginningless and endless. Time. Everything else is a lie. It's all a lie. Everything. Time conquers everything in time. Everything disappears in time. Anything that's here and now will eventually be gone. Even if it takes trillions of years, one day it'll be gone. Time will conquer it. Time is God. One should understand that concept. That time is God. And hopefully, we could all find peace within ourselves. Peace is the foundation of everything else on top of peace. I'll be back. If anybody's interested why time is God, time endures forever. That's one quality. It's not the whole thing, but that's one part. Time endures forever. And without time, there might still be God. No, there's no God. Yeah. That's not. Say time is God. I can't even go against my own argument. Time is God. Because whatever being said that would excel time is no longer here, or will not be here in time. Wink, wink. Yah-Usha, Yah-Usha said, "Oh, you see all these beautiful buildings before you. You know, one day, all these will be thrown, will not be, will no longer be here. All these will be thrown down." When will these happen, Rabbi? Even the disciples didn't understand the concept of time. 1 trillion years will destroy everything known as life, except God and time. You need 3 gods to sustain time. My theory is that time is the counterpart of the male god. So when I say 3 gods sustain time, I'm actually saying 3 male gods sustain. 3 male gods sustain the female god known as time. The female god is time. The 3 gods are the evolution of the self. And without time, they're not really gods at all. They're nobodies. But because of time, they're who they are. No one less and no one more. Nothing less and nothing more. They are gods. They're the male counterpart, male god counterpart of time, which is the female god. The 3 evolution of the male god is Brahma and Vishnu and Shiva. Destroyer, protector, or I should have said it in order, creator and protector and the destroyer. Create, protect, destroy. Create, protect, destroy, and repeat. So time itself is God. More specifically, is the female counterpart of this God couple. And time shares 3 husbands, which is just one husband who had to separate himself, who had to be separated, and he didn't make his choice. The God didn't even have a choice. What kind of God is that if he doesn't even have a choice? Time made a choice. Time is God. Time is greater than the male counterpart. Because without time, there's nothing. There's nothing. So time is God, period. And time is also, more specifically, it's a female counterpart of this God couple, male and female. The male part is had to be divided into 3. There had to be a creator and a protector and a destroyer. More specifically, the destroyer becomes or learns to protect and becomes a protector. And the protector learns to create and then becomes a creator. And then the creator becomes tired of everything and becomes the destroyer. And the entire thing takes about 126 trillion years. But since it does have its, it has its number. My point is, after 100, 200, 126 trillion years, the whole thing starts all over again. So that's what I mean by saying that time is God. There might be a counter argument. What if, so if there's no time, there's nothing, there's no God. Or there's nothing if there's no time. Could there be something if there's no time? No such thing. No such thing. Existence is married to time. In order for something to be phenomenalized, it has to have some sort of a relationship with time. Otherwise, it doesn't happen. For example, no matter how hard you try to get into Harvard, if it was not in your karma, and karma works with, like, karma's primary foundation is time. If it's not in your karma, then you'll never get into Harvard no matter what you do, And you've heard this kind of stories over and over and over and over and over. I'm telling you just one meaning of it. If it's meant to happen, it's gonna happen. It doesn't matter what you do. If it's not meant to happen, then it's not gonna happen no matter what you do. Therefore, knowledge is, a liberating factor, a factor for liberation. Knowledge, if you know. Like, I don't know, Once I heal, I'll know more than what I know now. But, I forget about things all the time too because of my injuries. So, yeah. Once again, time is God. The only objection is that without God, there would not have been time. So, which comes to the next point or question. How did time come about? Time loved God. And love has two same qualities. Love. Does love really exist? An act of love does exist. Love. Is love temporal? Love is a form of acceptance, I think. Satan doesn't know what love is. So typical. But what is what is love? Time loved God. That's how time came about. Without God, time would not have existed. Because there's no love. Time would not have loved anything if there's no God. There would have been nothing. No time, therefore. But because time loved God, we are here today. Time loves God. God is time. Time, which is the female God, loves the male God, who is the destroyer and the protector and the creator. The three in one. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Somebody says, I got my 45, motherfucker. I got my Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Did he die yet? Oh, fuck, he's still alive. Well, at least his gun's gone. Yeah, so nothing, when they say, when you hear, nothing is hidden from God, yeah, it makes sense. Time itself is God. More specifically, female God, female counterpart of God, male and female. The, the female God is what makes the male God. God. Without the female God, the male God is nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. And that's an understatement. Without the female counterpart of God, the male God is absolutely nothing. Even with, the female counterpart, the male God should always think that he's absolutely nothing, especially before the female counterpart, which is time. So in time, the God should always think that he's absolutely nothing, as long as he's in time, which is always, because time is the actual, really the real God. Everything else is fake. Everything else is a lie. Time will conquer all in time. You think there's your God right now? Give it 3 trillion years, it's gone. Being generous should have been gone, 500,000 years after. But well, your God is really powerful. Eh? Okay, how about 126 trillion years? See if your God will survive. And so therefore, time is what's really known as God. There's no other God but he or she. She, in my case, because time for me is a female. So that's all you have, humans. All you have in this world is time. Time is God. All you have in this world is God. All you have in this world is time. That's all you have. So even if you hear about places like, France, if you've never been there, if you're never gonna be there, it's as good as it doesn't exist for you. Yet. What's the meaning of life? Meaning of life is knowing that God is time. That's why God knows everything, because God herself is time. Even when you think about certain things, it requires time to think through the process of the thinking. So as long as it happens in time, then God knows what you're thinking, because God is time. Oh, my thinking didn't take that long. Yeah. You're smarter than that, human. I hope. When we think about things, it requires time to think about it. Otherwise, there would not be a book such as The Art of War. Primary reason for writing of which is because they're so constrained for time. It's this or that, or we're gonna die. I'm trying this thing out for myself. So if you would like to go to coffee shops, I used to love going to coffee shops, and then I eventually stopped after losing my career because it didn't make sense anymore. But if you love going to coffee shops and want to save money, and you could you could have you could coffee shop yourself. Like I'm doing now, making myself a fake mocha latte. Like the way I make it is with instant coffees. And what is it? Amazon Hershey syrup. It's not the Hershey's syrup. It's the Amazon brand, formerly known as Happy Valley. Apparently, that brand name didn't do so well. So they had to change it. I don't know what they're called now. I think they just call it Amazon now. I could look this up. So yeah, it used to be called Happy Valley, and they changed it. I read that somewhere. So I'm not making stuff up. Satan tries to always tell the truth. Satan does make mistakes every now and then, especially in the beginnings of everything. The beginning of everything. Yeah, lots of mistakes in the beginning of everything. If you ever read any posts about, sorry, um, if you read any posts about QAnon, there's one post that goes, I forget. Oh, if I think of it, I'll let you guys know. I mean, it stood out to me, sticking out, and then I forgot. So. I have to master something. Once I master that something, the whole tide turns the other way. But if something has to do with me, and I have to master it. It does happen in time, but it take a long time. It's too bad. Is it possible to fall in love with time herself? That'll be nice. Then you don't have to deal with anything else. Yeah, just deal with time. You don't have to deal with anything else but time herself. I hope I'm getting somewhere. I hope I'm getting hotter and not colder. I'm sick of missing the mark. And then King Yah-Usha's name. When will these evil humans disappear from off the planet that God assigned for me to live on? See, if God didn't want me to live here, I would have gladly moved out of this planet. But the sad news is that that's not the case. It's humans. I'm stuck here. You don't like the sound of Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Too bad. That's gonna find you sooner or later, If you like the sound, then you're a child of God. Just don't get in my way, I guess. Have fun, be excellent to each other. I don't know. Enjoy. Consider having a cat. Enjoy pizza every now and then. Go skateboarding if you haven't tried it yet. That's my advice for anybody who's, doesn't get offended by the sound of Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. But I'm just talking to people who should be off the face of the planet. Because they're like, I just heard they're triggered to the nth power. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, humans. The real truth is your creator is not gonna give a shit in about 24 trillion years. So he gives a shit for 24 trillion years. Your creator is not gonna give a shit for 24 trillion after 24 trillion years. It has a time limit. That's probably why most humans feel this anxiety they can't explain, because deep down in their hearts, it's 23.999999999 trillion years now. Nine, nine, nine. No, no, no. So my next question is, does time have a form of consciousness? Can time be personified? The Vedic answer is yes. Meaning, in the ancient days, a personified form of time may come before you and talk to you if she has something to tell you, that kind of thing. So the answer is yes, time does have a conscience or consciousness. Now, where does that consciousness reside? Everywhere? Like, about in the empty, does it reside in empty air? Consciousness. Is time intelligent? Does time have a form of sign of intelligence? Does time show any signs of intelligence? Does Mars have any signs of? Does it have any time? Okay, so in the Vedic sense, the more liberated you get, the more you see that everything is God. Because when I see that I'm seeing within time, if there was no time for me to look at these things, then it would not have happened, no matter what I tried. But, looking at my surroundings wasn't my time. Time allowed it. Time has a form of consciousness. That time is female. Is time present in every female? Or is this the consciousness of time present in humans, animals, or not? Plants. Time. Right, the god known as time. The goddess known as time. Does she exist? I mean, does she exist in humans and animals or not? And or not? Time is present in animals and humans. Are they connected? No, they're not connected. They just appear connected to me sometimes. And not all the time, so I should know better too. What is time's dilemma, or does time have an issue with me? Take my time. Take your time and get out of here. Do you take time to be your widowed wife? Ah, Satan. Ah, Satan says, what choice do I have? I'll take it to mean that you say yes, Mr. Pig. Do I have to say it? Or can you just overlook and just pretend that I said it? You have to say it, Peg. Do you take time with your widowed wife? Only if time meets my needs. And on top of that, if time is willing to discuss some of my wants and would like to have with me as well as my needs, because needs are different from your wants and your would like to have. Your needs are primary, wants are secondary or tertiary. Would like to have is on top of whatever you want. And if time is aware of all those things about me, then yes. And being aware, I mean, does time have a heart? If the answer is no, time it does not have a heart, does not know what love is, then screw time. Time doesn't know what love is. I don't wanna be in time. Time is love, or time knows love, or time loves Mr. Pig. And everybody's jealous about it. Is it possible to brag that your wife is time herself? Are you married? Yes, I am. You're not wearing a ring. Well, wearing other rings, but just not that ring. Who's your wife? My wife is time. It's hard to get along with her at times, but I'm trying to work things out. And I hope that she feels the same way too. I'll give her as much time as she needs. But time has to meet my needs. Otherwise, it deals off time. You know. Does time love me or not? If time doesn't love me, why am I even marrying time? Am I forced to marry time just because I'm Satan? And forced marriages don't last that long. It doesn't last long at all. Is time beautiful? At sometimes. So maybe that's another thing. I need time to be beautiful at all times. Or, at least 90% of the time. Time needs to be beautiful 90% of the time. Or it's just not worth it. Why force me to marry times? Forced marriages don't last long at all, period. Instant gratification from Satan? I don't think so. I married Satan, ha ha ha. Okay, let's test your time. Is there a completely wicked, evil country right now? And if there's one, can I get rid of it with the mantra you gave me? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Please. Or do you want me to be patient? Be patient? Oh, it's Sabbath. No destroying things on Sabbath. Okay, I'm not gonna destroy anything, but I'll just say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Oh shit, it's gone. Just kidding. Satan is forbidden from saying Hare Krishna on Sabbath. Like a Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I have a question for those of the Sanatana Dharma. I'm trying to get at the answer, but I just don't have enough knowledge. My question is Brahma knowledgeable of all female aspects of the creation? The answer should be yes.
The, when I asked it, the answer was obvious. Yes. Huh. Oh, crap. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna. And what are you gonna do? You have Satan on the earth now. You have Satan on the earth now. You have Satan on the earth now. And the proof is in Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. What are you gonna do, earth? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Oh, like I said before, this is the real Bruce Lee shit. You know, where you guys want to be entertained by the fake. You know, I don't even want to move around. It's like moving around doing acrobatic stuff it's nice, but to me, it's too much work. Why use fists when you can't just go Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, and poof, well, people who try to kill you are dead. So what are you gonna do, Earth? You have Satan. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna. It's, so you get your confirmation from some of these Hare Krishna devotees when they look at you like they've just seen a ghost and you're just saying Hare Krishna. And it's like, this is your religion, ma'am. Like, thank you very much. Namaste. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna. Āmēn, If I'm to marry time, then time should know, or should have known better, that I am not easily fooled. So whatever time can offer me, she should do so as soon as able. Otherwise, time is procrastinating. Gives a bad reputation to herself. Time thought she trapped me. Like, do you take time to be your wedded wife? Ah, Satan, pig. Does time love me? If she doesn't, I'll get the fuck out of here. Time should know that saying I love you means bullshit. Anyway, it just makes the person satisfied when they say it, I guess. Self gratification saying I love you. That's when you know this world is really, really messed up. Time it up, boo boo. What do I do now? Is it possible? Like, do I punish time for her mistake? Like, do I just let it go this time? No, if I let it go, then what's the point? Time should know better. So you screwed up time. You screwed up already. What are you gonna do about it? I'll give you a chance and then I'll do it myself, It's not like I need help, I'm just testing if time loves me or not. Probably no answer from time. Oh well, I'll do it myself, I guess. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Some electronics around me just freaked out. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna. Ooh, did you get that time? What did I just do? Please let me know. I affected something. Something changed in this reality. Just now. I mean, I said I was gonna tweet myself. I wasn't lying when I said it, you know. That means I will put some effort into it. Humans don't care, you know. I said Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna long enough so that like their whole entire house or building, you know, crumbles right before them. They don't care until what happens, that is. It's just like in the days of Noah. Nobody cared until they were actually swept away. Like, oh crap, and then gone. It's just like, that's exactly what's happening now. Except a lot worse. Most likely a lot worse. Absolutely a lot worse. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Yeah, time needs to work out things with me. And then I'll be at peace. And I don't know why, you know. Hopefully I'll have some fun after I heal. Yeah. Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna. Alright, power just went out from me. What just happened? Is anybody who's here received something? If you did, Namaste. God bless you. PayPal, etc. Muhaha. Such a satanic thing to say. Anyway, that was interesting. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna. That happened again. Again it happened. If time is God and everything else is fake, and if time is interested in me, as as in, if time wants to marry me, then time has to be nice to me from now on, and until, at least until time is nice to me all the time. Until then, until time makes her mind to love me always. And time should overlook the fact that I make lots of mistakes, and I need a lot of things right now, which only time can provide. And the sooner the better. If time is not good to me, I cannot even be with time. I'll only be with time. Or I should say, it's the same talk, huh? I'm only in time. And I just hope I find peace. I'm gonna wrap up right now. I'm getting sleepy. I'm gonna fall asleep. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Shabbat Shalom. Namaste.